from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived.
All right, race fans, we're here tonight. We got some dirt racing for you. That's right, hometown heroes and the fast line racing bodies going to bring this thing to you here. We're starting them off with the 305s here for the Coast to Coast Racing League. And it should be an exciting one, as last night we had some good asphalt racing. As right now, it looks like we're going to pull this thing over. We're starting line up. Right, fan? Well, no. Heat race number 1. Right, flatline racing bodies. You want some quality racing bodies produced by former NASCAR regional short track champ Dan Chapman. Right, he is in Clarence, Iowa. Definitely check him out. Let's look at the grid real quick here. We got Joe Moose going to be out front along with Jacob Moose there with him. And the Moose boys up front in this one. Dak Chapman starting at 3rd. Joseph Grandy there in 4th. Kirk Shatner starting 5th. Connor Ross in 6th. Roger Craig 7th. And Joseph Canellis there in 8th. And Corey back at Eldora this week.
Yes, we are. We're back at the famous half-mile dirt track of Ohio.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We came with Limaland last week. A little shorter track. This week, these guys get to go to a little bigger track here in the hometown hero.
Absolutely. I was just pulling up the YouTube and the Facebook stream, so
yeah,
make sure you drop a like on them. I dropped a like on both.
Oh, okay.
Did you drop a like on either of them, Joe?
How would I do that on my own stuff?
Come on, man.
Pace Trucks in. This is the Steve King Foundation one. As we're going green here, Heat Race 1. The one thing we have shown And well, actually, a couple things we've learned this season, starting off with the 305s, is the fact that they are a lot different car than what they were last season. You can slide job these things around. They're not as planted. You can't go as wide open as you used to, but it has brought about some pretty good racing so far.
So it has, and you see it right there for third. They are side by side. Who's Joe Moose on the bottom and Connor Ross on the high side.
Yeah, so you'll be able to do a little bit more passing than what you was in the past. A little car around in the back. I guess Kurt Schatzer having a little bit of issues, but you got old Jacob Moose out front leading it. Right behind them, Joseph Grandy, Connor Ross, they're digging it. Up top, this is usually an up top style track, but I think we might see the low line come in.
Yeah, we'll see the low line be a big factor in these lower horsepower cars than we're used to, and then once they dry off the track, put a little bit of rubber down, you'll see them move up towards the high side, and already a couple of them venturing up there. Joe Canellis, he's got the big momentum down the back straightaway. Maybe I'd get out of it there for Joe Moose. Oh my.
Yeah, white flag one more time. Jacob out front, and this one, Grandy's right there in the backside, not going to get it. Big battles happening for third, fourth, and fifth. Like you said, Canellis, Ross, they're door to door, tire to tire. Coming out of the last one's almost contacted, didn't make it. Oh, Canellis paid the price. Schatzer got it, but
and Craig. Wow. Craig's involved. He's going to get pushed backwards across the line.
They call them heat races, man. It heated up quick coming out of 4 right there. Oh, Jacob Moose, Grandy, and Ross, top 3 in that one. What a finish. Going to swing us over here to heat race number 2. Langdon Mechanical, they're second to none, and Heating and Air Conditioning Company. And their promise to their customers, they'll have their own professional trained specialist there 100% of the way. Definitely. If you're in need for some heating and air conditioning, check out Langdon Mechanical. Look at the grid real quick. As Logan Wentz going to be out front. This one, Chris Danridge, hope I said it right there, starting in second. Colin Johnson up in third. John Rayner starting fourth. Gary Taylor starting in fifth. Cody Graham starting sixth. Randy Shreves in seventh. And Jonathan Krupa back in eighth. Well, that last heat, boy, that finished up that heated up quick.
Yeah, most definitely got heated up pretty quick there right at the end, out of turn 4. Maybe we'll see the same thing here in heat race number 2.
Bump in the back. Get everybody tuning in out there. Let us know who your favorite driver is here tonight. Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube. Also our network on Facebook, dirtfan.com. Going to be a good one. Here's when heat race number 2. Hometown Heroes. We're at Eldor tonight. We alternate between 2 different tracks. Steve King Foundation pace truck in. Here we go. Danridge out front. He gets a good jump, but here comes Wentz. He said, I want that lead. They're still battling side by side, back in the back.
Look at this. They are still side by side. Oh, contact. Boom! Johnston. And who is that? Gone. That's
John
Rayner.
Yeah, he lost a wing, got a wing back. Wow. 2 for 1. Battle for the lead. Wentz says, I want it. Dandridge has got it. One's up top, one's down low. How of contact happening here? A little sliding into each other.
Look at this. Look at who's in third. Gary Taylor. Gary Taylor running pretty good right now. And he raced number 2 under pressure from Cody Graham. The car stopped. Oh, well, that occurred.
Yeah, you don't park there.
You can't park there, sir.
No, there's the no parking zone. And he got hit.
Yeah, and
he was looking for valet, and it wasn't happening.
Well, now I'm exiting a 4-car race up at the front. Shreves now going over Gary Taylor on the inside.
Yeah, Shreves, man, looking good, ain't he? Trying to work over old Taylor. Taylor won the Salty Dogs.
White flag in the air one more time around the half mile for heat race number 2. And your race leader, Chris Standridge, pulled him off.
Yep. Right now he's got a pretty good lead over Wentz. Wentz has got to worry about Taylor, man, moving in. They come out of 4 final times. Taylor going to drag race to the line. He's going to get it by a tire. And what a heat race, too. A way to start this night off here at hometown. We got Top Notch Trucking for our heat race number 3. Top Notch Trucking, they doing your hauling needs in the North Dakota. For hauling hay bales to water, anything you need, they're Top Notch. Let's look at the grid right here. Blake Chapman starting out front. Bill Caldner there in second. Jeff Flero starting third. Kevin Fry in fourth. Jeffrey Barker starting in the fifth. Anthony Moreno there in sixth. And Bob DeGood starting in the seventh place. So some heavy hitters in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be good. Heat race number 3, the final one, and then did they start 20 or 24?
I always say 24.
I think they start 24 in the feature, but we'll find out, I guess, after this heat race if we see a B main or not. I'm pretty sure it is 24, so shouldn't see one.
Yeah.
If it's not, well, then don't quote me.
Corey's fault, isn't it?
It's Joe's fault. It's always Joe's fault.
He's the one out here talking about. I like his 305s. Making some exciting racing with the way they're running now. I don't think there's, to me, virtually seeing or watching, there's not much of a difference I'm seeing from maybe the 410s or 360s. Not as drastic as I'm seeing with the 305. Now, obviously, I'm not behind the wheel. There probably is. But from, like, seeing how the racing is. Because, you know, those cars you couldn't run wide open anyways if we go green here in a heat race.
Yeah, I mean, these 305s used to be able to hold them wide open, and then they changed the dirt and how the dirt forms up and how the cars drive on top of the dirt, and you gotta have throttle control. And look at this, almost could have almost had them 3 wide at the back for 4th there.
Yeah.
Now they separated themselves a little bit. That's Barker holding down the final official transfer spot.
Boy, well, we got one car around back in the back. That is, and he just lost his wing. That's Bill Caldner. He's all out of shape. Meanwhile, out front, Blake Chapman, Flero there in second. He's up here. He's trying to see if he can't run down Chapman and see if he can't take that lead away from him. Remember, we know Flero, he likes coming through the back of the field. He's a good hard charger.
Absolutely, Flero trying to get a good starting spot. If he finishes in second, he would officially start in 6th. If he can get around your race leader, Blake Chapman, that would put him starting 3rd for the feature event. See the white flag after we get out of turn number 2. Now they're side by side. Who's gonna lead this lap? Chapman at the line with 1 more to go.
That's a big difference between, you know, like you said, 3rd to 6th right there. But here we go, final time, final turn. Chapman's got it. Flero going to be able to slide him on the inside. Nope, momentum's not going to be able to carry. And it's going to be Chapman taking it home here in the heat race. Number 3. Good heat race. Warm up time. We'll be right back here in just a few, folks.
For Lucy Olsen, she has her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
All right, folks, we're back. Feature time. Here we go. We're going to look at our catalytic recovery. Starting to line up. Fires, processors, and catalytic converters, and scrap metal. Competitive honest pricing in the upstate, central, New York, western Virginia, and MA area. I'll check that out and get that right. All right, here we go. Look at this grid real quick here because got a good field. Jacob Moose, man, he'll be out front in this one. We got Chris Dan Rich starting in second, Blake Chapman third, Joseph Grandy fourth, Logan Wynn starting in the fifth place, Jeff Flero starting sixth, Connor Ross there in seventh, Gary Taylor in eighth, Anthony Moreno starting ninth, Kurt Shatner there in 10th, Randy Shreves in 11th, Jeffrey Barker starting 12th, Roger Craig starting in the 13th, got Jonathan Krupa there in the 14th place spot, Bob DeGood, he's up in 15th, Zach Chapman 16th, Cody Graham 17th, Bill Caldner 18th, Joseph Canellis there in 19th, Cullen Johnson 20th, Joe Moose, he's back in 21st, John Rayner 22nd, Kevin Fry, unfortunately, back in the 23rd spot. So should be a good field here. 20 laps.
Yeah, and you know what? No Patrick Spangler again this week.
Oh man, Spangler says, you know what, I'm giving these guys a break. Tired of beating up on them.
Well, he wasn't here last week, and he isn't here again this week, so I don't...
Vacation. Anybody out there let us know?
That is a long vacation, Jeff.
Well, big money like him, I guess. You know.
I guess.
Hey, Roger, give us an update. Roger, where old Patrick been at lately? He get suspended, or he just said he's tired and he's going to quit?
I mean, we know Roger, he was out moose hunting or bass fishing or something last week.
Yeah, I was wondering if he got him some moose while he was out there. Oh, he got a big bass. All right, Steve King, pace truck out here. We go. 3 machines, 305s. Flatline Racing Body, Hometown Heroes, Eldora, green flag. We'll race over the feature.
Look at that, already a car up in the wall. That was your second place starter. He's fourth place right there. He drops all the way back, and this might save him. Caution is out on the speedway. Team Watson Racing Setups caution.
Yes, it is, and that's going to go back here with a madhouse on the start. Jonathan Krupa on the Malcolm Mills replay here and see they were full 5 wide in the back. You can do that at Eldora. We've seen 5 wide before. I don't advise it, but you can do it. Oh, got tail slapped, and then next thing you know, he's turning. Bam! Gone.
So is it going to put Joseph Grandy back towards the front where he started, or did we officially score that lap? Looking like...
Valero stopped. Right.
Okay. I mean, they're just waiting on the pace truck. That's what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
Looks like they did not officially score a lap there.
Uh-oh.
So that saves Joseph Grandy. Remember, he got up in the wall in turn 2 and was falling all the way back around the 10th spot. So
Yeah, the wall get out there and catch you like a magnet.
it ain't so much the wall, it's the no marbles. There isn't a cushion up there to catch you to keep you out of the wall. I mean, probably would have hit the wall either way, but
Well, let's line them back up 2 by 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Solid start, like you say, to our hometown heroes here tonight. Been a good season so far. Enjoyed it. Like I say, we're a little different format this season. Flip-flopping the tracks. Got Eldora, then we got Lima Land. See the Steve King truck pace car hang off, and Jacob Moose. He gets a better start this time. Let's see if he stays on. But look at this 3 wide behind him.
You 3 wide. Look at that. Chapman finally getting a little bit of redemption. He'll
boy.
Edge out right there in front of Grandy. Grandy has the momentum though, and we might have a caution. We do. There's a car right on the front. Bob DeGood.
Bob DeGood. Not doing good then. Them guys back out with punching each other in the back. Oh, he just got slapped. Turned. Done. A lot of tanking going on here. Whew. Diamond. Feel like $1 million on new tires on the start, you know what?
You absolutely can feel like $1 million, indeed.
I mean, that's where you have to be kind of patient. You can't just drive that car in there and try to think you can slide the guy in front of you. Usually it doesn't work out too well. I've never seen it work out well for you.
What?
Sliding it in there, just Hail Mary.
Not all the time, though. Does it work out for you?
Not really.
You don't even race, yeah.
Oh, and it did. It never worked out.
Okay.
What I can see right now, it ain't working out too well for some of these. Patience. Gotta have patience. Just for the first couple. Kind of get spread out a little bit. Start sending it. Lights off on the pace truck. Here we go. On back green. Down heroes here tonight. Jacob Moose is loving it. Keeps him out front. Joseph Grandy there along with him. Blake Chapman. Flero. Now, the caution's kind of hurt Flero because he's a tight man and needs those green flag runs. He likes running through the field. Pace truck ducks in. Back green. And Moose Muscle gets it going already, stacking them up 3 wide, 2 by 2. Man, look at this madhouse behind them.
Absolutely. That you see Jeff Flero, he's going to look on the inside for the race lead. Almost going to slid up in front of
car around.
the Moose, and we are going to not score that lap, maybe.
No, they went around in the back. Not quite sure. I think of Anthony Moreno.
Maybe Joe Canellis as well.
Yeah, a couple of them got involved. I think it started up front. They kind of got checked up a little bit. I think Moreno, he just got punched in the tail tank. Back there 3 wide, and I don't know who that kind of squeezed him a little bit. Yeah, right there. Yeah, a little slide job gone wrong, and he paid the price. But I like those words. Just because you can, don't mean you should.
And that lap did not get counted, so it's going to put Jacob Moose back out front and Joe Grandy in second. So Flero, all that work he did to
I know, it's frustrating.
lead at the line just did not stay. I mean,
frustrating, man. You know, it's like, man, got the lead. Come on.
I think you got to get leader plus 2 across in order for a lap to be considered official. Not 100% sure though, but that's about the standard for dirt races, and we are going to go single file. Remember, after second caution, we go into third caution period. We go single file from here on out.
Yeah, I kind of see better if it kind of calms them down a little bit. You know, like I say, you know, you can get out here and just because you can go 3 wide or 4 wide, don't mean you should sometimes. Race truck's in, green flag. I know Jacob likes the single file because, boy, he's able to get out front. And don't take long for here comes Flero down on the inside. Take a second.
Flero up to second now. He's got it officially scored at the line. Now he's got to try to find the speed, find what Jacob Moose does not have figured out yet.
Big battle back here around about 9th place spot. Breeze, Taylor, look back our slide job, and then right in front of them, they're up there, man, beating on each other.
Yeah, they're going 3 wide, 2 wide, everything. Oh, another caution's out, and it's Anthony Morano. And he don't have a wing.
Caution. Let's see what happened on the Malcolm Mills replay here. It happened in front of him. 2 cars, and he just nowhere to go. Next thing you know, he just disintegrated that machine. Wow.
That was Johnson and Zach Chapman in front of him.
Okay. What lap we on?
We are 7 laps in. A lot of it has been under yellow.
Well, that, you know what? Man out front ain't complaining.
Well, I mean,
Jacob.
he's got a couple of breaks there. I mean, that one time, Flairo would have been scored the leader if we had gotten the 3rd car past the line and officially scored the lap in.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely ain't complaining. I mean, he's out here going, woohoo! I love it.
Woohoo!
Like we might go single file again and get the Steve King Foundation police truck out here. We got Eldora. Racy little track. Truck's in. Here you go. Green flag. Oh, Jacob, he gets a good jump. Look at Grandy tearing up the back end, and that's what I'm talking about. It's because you can put that nose in there. Sometimes, man, you got to be patient because it cost him that time.
Yeah, and it might bite him real hard. Here comes Blake Chapman on the inside down in turn number 1. Can he slide it and get cleared? He does, and probably could have cleared it a little bit earlier than that, but luckily Grandy did not have enough momentum to get on by. You see Flair, though, trying to do something completely different than Jacob Moose out front.
Absolutely. Back around 9th, you got Canellis, Barker and Company. They're going door to door, side to side here. One's got a slide job on the inside, one's on the outside. He's going to make that pass, a 3 wide right behind him, though. Meaning, like you said, up front, though, that battle. Oh, Flaro's lost a little ground. Here comes Chapman. He says, I'm going to come up here in the mix. It's a 3-car battle now. As Flaro's out front. Biggest heated battles happening back here around 10th, though.
Yeah, look at that. There's 5 cars all under a blanket. Oh, and
Ow.
Garrett Taylor up in the wall there momentarily. Everybody gets on by him. That made him lose a couple of spots. Falls in line right there next to Joseph Moose, the other Moose. Got a couple of slow lap cars that are rolling around on the bottom lane. That is, I do believe, Zach Chapman and Anthony Morano.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Flero and Chapman. Them 2 guys, man, are trading slide jobs with each other. One goes to the inside, one goes to the outside. You've got Schatzer back there watching, seeing what happens. And meanwhile, they're letting old Moose go. And never mind. Team Watson caution out here on a Malcolm Mills replay. See what happened. Gary Taylor fouled with this and Mary hit the wall. Goes up for a block. And his slide jobs right in front of him. Got hit. Well, like I said, Jacob, loving it. Liking this one. Take a foul. Think old Jacob can pull this thing off?
Very possible. I mean, depends on how good of a restart he gets here, because Blake Chapman has been kind of closing in on both Jeff Flair and Jacob Moose, and now Blake gets to start in second, and this should allow him to get a little bit better of a jump on the field.
Absolutely. Old Jacob Moose right now. Out front. And if he can pull this one off. 305s. I still think these guys just haven't got 305s figured out yet. Don't think they have. Still think it's a little bit of a mystery to them. What do you think?
Yeah. I'd say so.
All right, back green. Here we go. The old Moose man out front, Jacob. But meanwhile, behind him, the battle was on. Flaro's going to slide her on the inside and take the leader almost out.
Oh, man, look at this.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
that was good. Now, I got to
to
give a credit right there to Flaro. That was good sportsmanship on his end because he could have drove right on through Jacob, but he didn't. He slowed up. And here comes Schatzer. Schatzer tried to come up through there, but I got to give Flaro credit on that move. That could have been a lot worse. He could have floored that thing.
He absolutely could have, but man, that really balled up the whole entire field. Almost looks like they wanted to start 4 wide. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Oh, you can do it here. I've seen 5 wide. Schatzer got on the back
Schatzer.
tire. Oh. Now, guys, let me go ahead and say this as we're under Team Watson caution. I'm going to go say this. You can't bump draft with these cars. It don't work. You get on that tire and guess what? Boom. Done. Mm.
So, green, white, checkered, number 1 here, Joseph.
Yeah. I love that. So, Jacob Moose has survived every restart so far. Can he keep doing it?
I'd say she can. He can.
All right.
I know I didn't just call him a she. I'm a little sleepy. So.
The car's the she.
The car is the she. The
Yeah.
moose is a girl. It's a girl moose.
Oh, it's a girl Moose car. All right. Gotcha.
There's a mama moose out there, I'm sure.
Somewhere. Right now we got a race moose. Imagine we coming up with moose racing. I'd do that in Canada.
I mean, it would be like a horse race, I guess.
Yeah, so we take it all year. Those them things go. Peace strikes in. Green flag, like I said, we're gonna go out with green white checkered here. Actually, it's gonna be like a green white checkered. Now Flaro says, you know what? Let me try this one more time. Almost had it last time. I took him out. Coming out of turn 4, they're gonna get this white flag. And boy, I tell you what, Jacob, man, he's got a good lead. That's what he needs to keep this final time.
That white flag one more time around half a lap for Jacob Moose. No chance for Flaro. Maybe. Oh my,
Woo.
look at that. Woo!
Biggest battle for
Almost.
third. Grandy holds on to it by a hair. Boy, Shreves was coming though, but man, what a finish to this one.
Wow.
305s here. Wow, you're right. Wow. But I said, wow.
I mean, Flaro almost had it right there. Ah.
Can't get some of these guys up here and get a word with them. All right, let's bring up old Grandy up here and let's get a word with him.
Hey, Joseph, you get a copy on me?
Yep, how you doing?
Well, man, those are some close battles out there, but you were able to power on up to top 3. Talk us through how you were able to get that.
Just staying out of trouble. I got up to second. I fell back a little bit on one of the restarts. It's hard to start on the inside pole because it's hard to see the guy on top of you. But little wreck happened in front of me, so I walked away with third.
Absolutely, man. You did a good job out there. You got anybody like thank you for your 305 top 3?
Yeah, I think Catalytic Recovery, West End Towing and Repair. Appreciate you guys for doing the broadcast, Coast to Coast, all their sponsors, all the guys behind the scenes, and my girlfriend Olivia.
There you have it, folks. Your third place driver, Joseph Grandy.
Good job. Like I said, let's bring up this man second place. Jeff Flair tried everything he could.
Hey, Jeff, you got a copy on me? I mean, man, close battle. Almost had Jacob Moose there at the end for you. But just talk us through how this car was handled and how you like the track.
Yeah, it was definitely a handful, and I got to give it up to Jacob on his win. He had a lot of heat trying to pass him throughout the race, and he held on. I don't know if I had more, if there was more laps, but it was still good racing.
Absolutely, you put on a good show out there for the fans. You got anybody like thank you for your top 3 and 305?
Yeah, my wife for letting me sneak away and have some fun. I've been having a lot of summer chores, so I've been busy.
Well, man, tell the wife that you're racing and winning.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, well, there you have it, folks. It's your second place driver, Jeff Flair. He's got a couple chores here to do in 360 and 410.
Yeah, and he's doing good. He's cleaning up well, man. Always good to hear from him. This guy here, though, man, he had moose muscle. Jacob, join the booth. Got a copy. Jacob, join the booth. Got a copy.
Hey, what's up?
Going on. Well, I tell you what, up here in the E-Extreme E-Speed TV Victory Lane here for the Hometown Heroes. How was you feeling out there, though, after that little mishap in the first part of the race?
It was absolutely terrifying. I knew the guys behind me had really good pace. I was like 6th fastest in the warm-up, so I knew I just had to keep it out front and keep it in the middle of the track. But Joe kept running that low line, and it was really fast. He got it to work, and then I tried it, and I was actually a squirrel there for a minute. So I'm just glad I kept it in one piece, and we kept it straight there at the end and just took home the checkered.
No doubt. Well, you was able, like you said, to bring it home here in the 305s. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Fast Ace Hot Rods, Main Street Auto, Graham Racing, my teammates Joe, Cody, Eddie, and John, and you guys for a great broadcast in this great league.
Yo, that's winner tonight there. Jacob Moose bringing it home. Well, folks, don't go anywhere. We got 360 action coming up here in a few. All right, folks, here we go. Now we got the 360s here, wing sprints. Getting ready to kick this thing off. Bit of practice right now, and we'll kick it off here to heat race number 1. These guys are pretty good, exciting when they're in the 305s. A little trouble on the feature side there, but now you got more power. Maybe do a little bit more with the car. What to see. Eldora, though, racy track.
Yeah, you can definitely pull out of a mistake if you were to make one. If you're too sideways, or if you're not sideways enough, you can pull that car around a little bit and maybe not get stopped completely.
Yeah, true. Here we go. Looks like we're going to swing it on over here to the Flatline Racing Bodies heat race number 1. Let's look at the grid. Coach Grandy going to be the man out front. We got Joe Moose going to start there in 2nd. Gary Taylor up in 3rd. Jacob Moose going to start in 4th. Ross Carenta there and starting 5th. Daniel Blau starting 6th. And Logan Wentz starting in the 7th place spot. Just saw old Jacob hold off the crowd in the 305s and win it doing the 360s. All right. King Foundation Pace truck pulling us off. Going racing.
Joseph Grandy being able to start out front here. If he can win, he'll start pole on the feature. Got the Moose Gang on the high side. They're gonna moose on around. They're gonna moose on. Come on, man. That was so cheesy, wasn't it?
What's that now?
I said they're gonna moose on around.
Hey, they're gonna moose, man. Put the moose power on them. The Grandy gonna hold this thing all through. Carenta out there. Wow. All right, pace truck's in. Heat race 1, 360s. Wing sprints. Green flag. Joseph Grandy gets to jump out there with them. Got Joe and Gary Taylor. And this is what you can do at Eldora, 4 wide. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't, though.
Yeah, Gary Taylor grabbed
Like
the
that
wall
right
right
there.
there.
That's like that right there. Now, look, we've established that don't work. You can't get up there and just to touch them tires. Them tires, it just don't work. These cars don't like it.
Yeah, you can't touch the tires up on the wall or else you'll fall back. That's what happened to Joe Moose and Gary Taylor. But, I mean, right up front,
Well, Jacob got the back front tire on the back end of Grandy and almost lost it.
Really?
Yeah, like that earlier, he almost lost it. He had that thing all kind of sideways.
So aerodynamic pushing, getting loose, breaking the air off.
I think I've seen a lot of pushing. Remember, a couple weeks ago, Spangler said the 410s look like they might be getting like a push style. I can see that happening now with these the 360s. It does look like what's happening. They're going for a slide job, and it's catching and it's pushing the front nose of the car. So we got the white flag.
You know, if I could do a video, I could get a couple of die casts and explain a lot better how the aerodynamics work. But look at this, Jacob Moose, can he get it? Does he?
Randy says not today.
Oh, 0.018 was the difference.
Heat race 2. Plain and mechanical. Look at the grid. Got Cody Graham going to be man out front. Connor Ross starting in 2nd. Blake Chapman there in 3rd. Kurt Shatner in 4th. Jeff Flair starting 5th. Jonathan Krupa up in 6th. And Anthony Rano starting in the 7th place spot. You're right. That was a good finish.
produce some good racing here in Heat 2 as the track has gotten a little bit of character built up into it. They dried out a couple of spots, a couple of grooves. It's always going to be the first race and then second race, and then it seems like sometimes the third race doesn't quite get it unless it still has some decent moisture. Every groove has dried out.
All right, here we go. Heat race number 2. We got Cody Graham, Connor Ross, Kurt Schatzer, Blake Chapman and company. Steve King Foundation Peace Truck. Set to get off here. Heat race 2 gonna be Town Heroes. Good series so far.
Green, green, green.
Trucks in. Green flag. Good shot. Here we go with that 3 wide start. Here at Eldora. You got Graham out front, Chapman there in second. Ross third, Schatzer man hanging on behind him.
Yes, you do, and then right behind them, Schatzer, Morano going at it. Morano almost slid all the way up the track into the wall, and we do have a car in the wall. It's Jeff Flairo at the back. He'll fall right in the clutches of John Krupa, and Krupa, oh my, Krupa, big save.
Trying to do his best slide job imitation back there, but if it looks like now, man, Flairo's going to do that hard charging routine he normally does. Right now, you got Graham and Chapman up front. Chapman reeling in here. Laps kind of wind down a little bit. Ross there in third. Schatzer up in fourth. Moreno in fifth. Flairo back in sixth. Krupa seventh. Everybody just single file, kind of nose to cush ball right now.
A flag for Graham. Can he hold on? Or does Chapman have something for him? Last couple of corners this time by. And not going to be as close as the last one. Cody Graham takes up the heat race number 2 win nice and easily.
Yes, he does. Heat race number 2, that was. That'll spread us over here. Heat race number 3. Top notch struggling heat race 3. Let's look at the grid. Got Randy Shrees out front here. Roger Craig starting in second. Joseph Canellis there starting in third. Bob DeGood starting fourth. Jeffrey Barker starting into fifth place. Gavin Chatham there in sixth. Zach Chapman there in the 7th place spot. See what Roger Craig can do here. 747 machine.
He's going to try to fish him a win here. Hey, look, it says Bass Man on the front visor of his car.
Yeah. Bass Man. Dog on the side growling. Arr. Arr. Don't like growling. Arr. What are you doing?
Try not to fall asleep. That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, man, what? Man, give me an assignment on the track. Man, come on.
Yeah, you gotta keep asking if I've fallen asleep or not, because that's what's gonna keep me awake.
Ain't nobody been asking that. The action on the tracks keep you awake. I'm the old guy here. You're the young guy. My birthday was this week.
Hold on, race fans. Joe says he usually gets sleepy around this time every week.
But I don't tell them.
Okay, yeah, well, now they know.
Tell them that.
Now they know. Now
It's business.
It is.
I can mute his mic and then I can just go solo, folks. All right, let me say it that way. Green flag, we're racing. Shrees, Craig, Canellis. Got 2 wide. Oh, Craig man got a little wiggly right there. Canellis right in front of him. Oh, we got on the back. That's Bob DeGood.
DeGood not having a good night so far. Remember, he had a little incident there, and the first race, and now still riding in 5th, 2 cars up from last place here in heat race number 3 of 360.
Yep. Strong. Got Canellis around there. And car around it. Whoa, what a move. I don't know who that was. It was Jeffrey Barker went around, but Chapman, man, what an evasive move he had to put on there. That put Shreves up there still leading it, Craig in second, but he's got Canellis, man, tearing down his back end. He's going to slide job that thing up there on the top side cushion and see if he can't, man. Now he's going to go to the inside. Gets him.
And Craig trying to keep it smooth. And Craig, he got a little sideways out of Ford, collected a car. That was Gavin Chatham, and Chatham, he's going to pull it to the inside wall, and he's done for this heat race.
And he says, you know what, I'll just keep it up for the feature. That's all I need. Right now, Shreve's got a good lead. Canellis in second. Good, though, man. Moved it up into third. He benefited from all that. Looks like he's going to be able to come out of four and hang on to it. As Shreve's going to put it in the victory lane. Canellis second. Bob did good. Man up in third. What a finish here. This heat race here, number 3. 360 wing sprints.
That's right.
All right. Warm-up time. We'll be right back here in just a few.
For Lucy Olsen, she has her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
All right, here we go, folks. Feature time here tonight. About to grid them up here. The catalytic recovery gridding for a 360 wing sprint. You got Joseph Grandy going to start out front. Cody Graham there in second. Randy Shreves up at third. Jacob Moose started forward. Blake Chapman in fifth. Joseph Canella starting in 6th, Ross Corrente in 7th, Connor Ross in 8th, Bobby Good starting 9th. We got Logan Wentz starting in 10th, Chatner starting in 11th, Roger Craig 12th. Got Daniel Blau right up on 13th, Anthony Morano, he's going to start in the 14th spot, Zach Chapman 15th, Joe Moose up in the 16th, Jeff Flair 17th, Jeffrey Barker there in 18th, Gary Taylor 19th, Jonathan Krupa in the 20th, and Gavin Chatham starting back in 21st. So Valero, he's got his work cut out for him. We always see him always fly through the field. So what he does, can he get a hard charger here tonight?
Yeah, he acquired a lot of hard chargers last season when they ran in Knoxville every week.
But he's had some pretty good, starting positions here so far this season for the hometown. So he hadn't really had to work at. I think this right here is probably maybe one of the worst ones that we've seen. See if he can rekindle the magic of last season as the hard charger king. Him and Patrick Spangler, boy, they had bad time, man, getting those pill draws.
Yeah, good heat race starting spot can mean a good starting spot for the feature as long as you're able to hang on.
Absolutely. We're trying to see, man, what's up with Patrick Spangler out there? If he's watching and yeah, what, you taking a break? Summer? These trucks pulling them around here. Andy Graham out front. 60 wing sprints, a little bit more power than what you got in the 305s. But even with that more power, I just don't, physically watching, I don't see much of a difference, even with all the new, tire and track model stuff that they got going on. Still got to careful on that throttle as always. Green flag. Andy to jump luck at this madhouse around about 10th place spot. And they're already 3 wide up front.
Yeah, look at that 3 wide action for top 3. Graham is one on the high side. Chapman on the very bottom of the purple car.
Yes. You wide and Chapman's right down on the bottom side. Little slide job. Now they're going to get a single filed out for a moment. As look at Cody Graham's going to come up into the mix here, but out front, Grandy's loving what he's seeing. Deal 2 by 2, 3 wide. You got Graham, Chapman, Correnta. So far, so good. Everybody kind of give and take. You know these cars are fast. You can pretty much put them anywhere you want. And he had to squeeze the bottom there on that one.
Yeah, as long as there's grip where you want to put it, then you can definitely put it right there. And the grip is looking to be about anywhere they possibly want. We got a car around in the middle, and he did a perfect 360, but the caution is out. It's Connor Ross.
Oh, so. Pickers. All right. Caution here. Let's go back to Malcolm Mills replay, see what we got. Right there. Bottom. And his own business. Then he on the bottom. And his own business. And him and that red car up there kind of got together. I don't know how. Like, yeah, I don't quite understand that one. Like 9 million feet between them. But he spun. Caution out. Well, that old saying they always say sometimes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Heel issue.
Come on, man. You be nice.
I'm trying to be nice. I heard that before. I was like, skew it. Man, what the, okay. I hear you. Blaming it on the track. Track's fault. Sounds like a winner to me. That was a good start to it, though. Good long green flag runs. Time-wise, Running a little bit faster than what they were in the 305s. Talked about that last week a little bit too. Reeves gets a good Randy gets a good jump out front. Shree's there with him. Moose, Chapman, Graham, Caranta, and they're stacked up side by side back here. Caranta, Graham, Schatzer, and company. They're still 3 wide. Oh man, I tell you what, Graham almost got up on the back end. Got that purple machine. They're about to squash him like a grape.
We got a car in the wall at the back. He's off of it. That was Logan Wentz.
Ouch. But tonight he wants to see. I think he might have heard a little bit of the. Well, that's pretty straight. Meanwhile, mid-pack here, well, Roger Craig, well, we just went to go on him, and next thing we know, he's around. Wow. Go back on here. We got a Team Watson set up, caution, the Malcolm Mills replay. I just went and flipped on Roger Craig, and all I saw was him going sideways. So let's watch it again and see what happened. Did he get tagged? Middle. In the middle still. 3 wide behind him. Oh, he had to check up and he got bumped in the back. Got sideways, came up. Next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. And they just kind of all just piled in. Big Rick. Big one. That was what we call the mini big one. What do you think?
Yeah, I like to call it a ball of sprint cars.
Bro. All right, let's go back green. Reeves and company. Randy, Reeves, Jacob Moose, Chapman. Race trucks in. Picking it off here, about to go across the line. Randy gets to jump out front. Reeves, Chapman right there behind him. We got Jacob Moose. He's moving it up here. Remember, he won the 305s. He keeps digging. He's going to get up in. What did we say earlier? Look who's up in 9th place spot.
Yeah, Flairo.
Wow.
He's always on the move, and he's trying to get his way around, but it's just hard to make a pass when they are all over the track in front of you. You can't make a hole where there isn't a hole.
But man, look at this. He's like right there. He's like, get away. I got a mission. And man, he's 3 wide, almost 4 wide. They're like a box right there. He's up to 7, 10 spots. Hard charging tonight. And they're back there just slamming and bamming each other.
Joe Canellis got sent up in that wall. I thought maybe his car would have gotten hurt a lot more than it did, but he hangs on and falls back a little bit on track from the group he was running with. But my word.
Yeah, that's crazy, man, happening right here around 8th place spot. You got Graham, Schatzer, Flairo, Canellis, and Flairo, I'll tell you what, he makes it exciting, but we got a big one behind him. Zach Chapman. The Malcolm Mills replay. Team Watson caution out. A couple cars, man, involved in this one, and Chapman tried to avoid it, couldn't avoid it, got hit, slid, bam, done. Guy loses his wing. One guy said, I'm going to just stop on the track because I don't want to hit nothing. That's a big one.
Doesn't want to hit nothing.
He don't want to hit anything. He said, I'm just stop. I guess that's the best way to avoid it, too. Stop. Been a good one so far. 5 to go. No, Grandy out front in this one. Told you, man, don't blink. Flairo coming through the field. That man just doesn't cease to amaze. He amazes me. Ceases to amaze me all the time. You know what? Every time I turn around, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Able to come through the field and just bam. Get it done. Okay, Grandy, Shreves, Chapman, Garanta, Jacob Moose, Graham. I'm going single file.
Yeah, under 10 to go here. Single file after that.
360 wing sprints here. Hometown heroes here at Eldora. Coast2Coast Racing League. Check us out, man, at c2crl.com. Get all the information and up-to-date stuff going on in the league-wise. Base trucks in. Grandy drops the hammer. Got Shreves back here. Chapman's trying to protect his inside, but Carenta says not today. You got one that looks like a grape. The other one's he's about like one of them. He's a mixed grape. He's like, well, he's kind of blue and white. So I don't know.
Not sure where you see it. Do you mean a blueberry, maybe?
Yeah, he's a mixed blueberry. That's right. So we got a blueberry and a grape.
A mixed grape. Come on, Joe. There's
he's trying to make some. He's trying to make some. I don't know, mixed wine. Who knows? Meanwhile, you got Jacob Boost. Oh, he slid by Kurt Schatzer, man, right there. Woo, that was close. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay and watch how close he slips by here as Schatzer's going sideways. Bye-bye. Schatzer was like sliding off in the abyss. And how close this was. And one. Oh, right here he goes. Shoot! Man, that was close.
Yeah, but you see, Valero behind him got up in the wall. Heavy damage for him. He'll fall all the way back to the 15th because he had to take a quick fix there.
Who, Valero?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Well, I killed his hard charge move. I don't know if he's got enough time to get through the field now. I got 3 laps to go. Been a good one so far, though.
Yeah, it has.
All Grandy. You know, the thing about the cautions is it always benefits the leader. They don't mind because, you know, they get to start the field. So, think, Grandy gonna pull this one off?
I mean, he has a good chance. He obviously is in the right spot to do it for now. I mean, if Shreves can find that little bit of extra power and grip, then maybe have some troubles for Grandy.
Well, temperature at your area.
Why are you asking that?
I mean, 9 degrees.
Huh?
Yeah, hot. Hot on the track, too. Green flag. Grandy gets to jump out front. Shreves right there. He just wants to make the white flag and get this thing over with. Chapman hanging on right there in the great machine. Behind him, he got a blueberry.
Blueberry.
Yeah, so we got a grape and blueberry. We got mooses, fruit. We got everything on the track.
What is this, Shreves? Because he's got blue and yellow. Is that like a... Is that cotton? That ain't cotton candy. That'd be more blue and pink. Maybe
Yeah,
a...
lemonade.
Lemonade.
Man, who's that coming
Blueberry
outside?
lemonade. That's what it is.
Who's that just come flying outside? Was that Cody Grant? Look out, boy.
Cody
He makes that
Graham
thing work.
still started at the line. Oh, my.
Whoa.
Good job.
That was a good one right there. He snuck up and got 3rd place. Grandy's going to bring it home, though. Shreve's going to hang on to 2nd. What a way to finish this one off. That was a good one. That was good. Get a word in with a couple of these guys. 360. Graham came up our man just out of nowhere. and took the high side and said, "I'm coming." Blake Chapman didn't know what happened. 7,000ths of a second, too. That was crazy. God. Find somebody. Bring up Grandy up here. Get a word with him. Joseph, join the booth. You got a copy? Joseph, join the booth. Got a copy? What? Well, I tell you what. You won the race. How does that feel?
Yeah, that feels pretty good. I started on the pole, so a little easier to win when you're on the pole.
Hey, well, I tell you what, you was able to persevere there. Did you? How was the track? You know, maybe like from the first time y'all ran on it to now with these 360.
I think this is my first or second time on it since the update. You drive completely different, and I feel like it's a little harder to pass since the update. So just gotta try to not to make mistakes, and that's about it.
Well, right now you didn't make any tonight. Put in Victory Lane. You got anybody you want to thank here for the 360 wing sprints?
Hey, I'd like to thank Catalytic Recovery, West End Towing Repair. Appreciate you guys again for doing the broadcast, Coast to Coast, all their sponsors, all the guys behind the scenes, and my girlfriend Olivia.
There you go, Joseph Grandy bringing her home here tonight. Well, let's bring up this man here, Cody Graham, who just flew to the outside to get third. Let's get a word with him.
Hey, Cody, you got a copy of me?
Yes.
Well, man, you kind of just snuck your way on around for top 3 there at the white flag. Talk us through how you're able to get that done.
Yeah, I was pretty god awful for that entire race. I was just holding on. I'm sure probably you guys saw like the middle of that stretch there. I was just in the middle of the track all over. But that last restart, I just gave it a try of something I wasn't doing. So I just tucked the wing back, I don't know, about 5 or 6 or something. I just ripped the top, and I think because I was so slow throughout the rest of the race, I think my right rear was probably a lot better than everyone else's just from being bad. And it just hooked up there, and I might have been able to get Randy for second, but I got a little too excited going into 3 and spun up the tires and got it pretty sideways. But I'll definitely take third at the line.
Absolutely put on a good show out there. You got anybody like thank you?
Yeah, you guys for the broadcast, Roger and the boys for the league, Fast Eddie's Hot Rods, and my teammates Joe, Jake, Eddie, and John, and everyone. It wasn't. I'm usually not a good 360 driver, and it was pretty fun racing. So. All
right, there you have, folks. Your third place driver, Cody Graham.
Yeah, absolutely, third place. We'll bring up our second place man up here, and let's get a word with him.
Hey, Randy, you get a copy of me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, you were able to hang in here for top 2. Do you think you might have had something for Joseph up front?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe if we had a longer run, maybe I could have had something, but, Joseph's always fast. It was just, it was a fun race all night. Had Blake there behind me. I thought he was going to pass me a couple times because, Blake, he's one of them fast guys too. But, it's just had to focus on hitting my marks and not overdriving the car. It was just real slick out there and real easy to overdrive it if you had the chance. So, just definitely had to watch your throttle control.
Absolutely, you were able to keep it under your feet there. You got anybody like thank here tonight in the 360s?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, Alex Bergeron over at ABR Setup Shop, Coulter West at Redline Design Company, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, everybody over at Coast to Coast, you guys up there in the broadcast booth, you guys do an awesome job, and everybody for watching.
There you have, folks, your second place driver, Randy Shreves.
Absolutely, man, coming home pretty good third place. Well, folks, I'm going nowhere. We got the 410 wing sprints. We'll be right back here in just a few. All right, now we got the bad boys here, the 410 Wing Sprints. Here tonight, it's been a good one here for the hometown heroes here in the dirt tracks. Guys out there practicing a little bit, getting them warmed up. Getting set here to go green flag at Eldora here tonight. What do you think so far, Corey?
So far, I guess it's been pretty good.
All right. What we learned so far tonight, Corey?
That top side can be good real late in the race.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we saw Graham make that awesome move there at the last laps there on the 360.
Yeah, I mean, he came flying right around on the high side, made up 2 spots in the last corner.
Good one. Oh, let's see what we got. We got some bad boys out here on this one. About to do some. All right. Well, maybe waiting on a few. Hey, look, there's the tractor. Getting fried. Yeah, it's supposed to get hot. It's supposed to get in the 90s on Friday. All next week. Like it is on the track. Had to watch out. Might get eaten up by some mosquitoes. Got mosquitoes where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, looking fast. Let's have a fast lawnmower here tonight. Got a 410 jet engine on it. What do you think?
Yeah. I like it.
What do you mean you like it? Whoa.
What do you mean you like it?
Spun it out right there, but that's all right. Trying to slide jobs out. Well, they're a little bit faster, running 13-second lap times out here. About maybe about a second faster than what the 360s was. That's the one thing I noticed too with this with the new update is the times aren't as hugely different like they used to be. No comment?
No comment.
See that. Corey's about useless tonight.
It's hard to find good workers.
Hard to find good help nowadays.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Joe likes me. Everybody don't listen to Joe. He likes me.
Well, I got to. He lives in the woods. You don't nobody know Corey. He might have a moose, never know. Got a moose in your back door?
I mean, I know there's bears and running around. So
Good light. Got bears running around. Holy cow.
oh, come on, Jay, you're in North Carolina. You got bears.
Well, yeah, the mountains. I ain't that close to the mountains, though, man. I mean, we got cows running in our front
I mean,
yards,
people
man.
take pictures of bears walking across the road around here. So,
Phew, we got cows running in our front yards. So.
boy.
Cows. What we're waiting on.
Not sure.
All right, guys. I know y'all can hear us. We're ready. Y'all ready? Getting Fry's
Roger?
ready.
Is
Getting Fry's
Roger ready?
Oh, Roger looks ready. I don't know. Come out of the pit yet. He's trying to chase down a moose.
Yeah, a moose came up and
He
knocked
said,
on the front door.
I got an emergency bass meeting. That's what it is. An emergency bass meeting. Oh, boy, I tell you what, check out C2CRL.com. Get all the up-to-date information here on the Coast2Coast Racing League. Get you up to date on what's going on schedule-wise and, you know, points-wise, standing-wise, all the good stuff like the Hometown Heroes and the other great divisions they got happening throughout the week. Definitely, while you're at it, check out the C2C school. Also, the Steve King Foundation. Got to appreciate those guys coming on board here. Awesome. These are the 410 wing sprints. These are about the baddest thing you can get when it comes to wing sprints. Now, you know what? I don't think I've asked this question. In real life sprint racing, do you work your way up the ranks like you do in like NASCAR, your trucks, Xfinity, Cup? Does it work the same as in here, or can you just instantly go, I'm going to buy me a 410 and I'm going to come out racing?
Nah, you could just hop right on into a 410 if you want. If you got the money.
Joe Smo off the street, man, can hop in a 410.
Any Joe Smo can just go out. If they got the money to afford to build a 410 or buy a 410, they can hop right on it.
Right. Wow.
You could go buy a 410. You got the money, Joe. Come on.
Yeah, if I had a death wish.
If you had a death wish.
Seriously. I mean, the reason I'm asking is because, it takes skill and talent to drive one of these things. Something that I wouldn't have if I stepped in behind the wheel of one. So that's what I'm saying is like, you would think that they would be like divisions that they'd say, okay, look, you got some sort of qualifications to jump into one of these things.
Nope.
Wow. So you dirt racers, man, over there, dirt. I'll just like, ain't anybody come in. But I imagine for the most part, most of the guys in 410s, they've raced in other divisions. How many in the past, present, or whatever, have you seen just instantly jump into a 410 that you've ever heard of?
A couple, actually.
Really? Who you got?
You wouldn't know them. They're local drivers.
Well, of course I wouldn't know them. But who you got?
I'm sure they don't want their name out there because they're having a little bit of problems with the series they're trying to run with, so.
Oh, so in other words, they're having trouble.
No, they have they have a 305 sprint car. They're trying to get some funding for 410, and the 305 series they're running with, they don't like that idea of them going up and moving in with a 410 series.
Okay, so how well do they do?
They do pretty good in the 410s with a 305 engine in their car.
Yeah, but then it's not a 410 then.
Well, they're gonna have a 410 engine in their car once they get the funding.
How can they run good with a 305 engine against 410 guys?
Once the track sucks off.
It just don't make sense.
It does.
Okay, Roger. There's your idea. Here we go. We need for y'all to make a mixed race one night. 305 360 and 410s all on the
Okay,
same
it
track.
ain't gonna work that well on iRacing.
Why not?
It doesn't work that way on iRacing for some reason.
You're telling me
I
there's
don't
no difference between a 305 and a 410 on
There-
iRacing?
There is.
Okay. So that's a good hometown hero. Week 13, it's scheduled. We need it.
Okay.
305 versus 410 wing sprint. Corey said there's no difference. He's in a 305. Everybody else is in a 410. And I'm going to be up there watching going, Corey, why are you in the pits? It's hard to imagine that a 305 engine would be able to compete with the 410. Let me know out there in the chat, though. Tell them what we're waiting on, because everybody's in the pit road right now. Roger message said, look, we're ready. I sent a message, hey, we ready. I don't know what they're doing. We're up here just talking about. I just don't. Realistically, I'm trying to see this. You feel like a 305 engine sprint could compete with a 410 wing sprint
I think it could.
on Eldora?
Eldora, maybe not. Short track, sure.
Like how short? Limaland?
Limeland. Yes.
I don't think it could. I think you'd have the power in the 410, just motor right on by the 305. It'd be almost like a street stock versus a late model.
Okay, now you're comparing apples to oranges.
Well, 410 to 305 ain't like, grapes to grapes. Come on, man. Really? It ain't like a grape to blueberry like we were talking about. Come on.
If you were to set up a 305 right, you could compete with a 410.
But then
you can always adjust
versa.
timing on the 305 and everything in real life.
No way that 305 is making the power to 410.
No, but once it slicks off, they can keep up.
Okay, then you're talking about setups, okay? So then you could set that 410 up in the same way. I guarantee if I got somebody like Blake Majulis in a 410 in his setups, and you get the best driver you know of in a 305 for their setup, I bet you anything dude in a 410 gonna win. Sound like a bet?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Ow. A little hesitant now, ain't you? What do y'all think out of the chat? I know y'all out there listening. You gotta give us a comment. It's something I've never heard anybody really talk much about on iRacing. We've seen, races out there before, Corey. We've seen, big blocks versus late models, stuff like that. But I've never really seen anybody try to compare and put the 410 up against, let's say, a 305. You've never seen them say, oh, let's have a mixed race like that. Or put all three, the divisions, 305, 360, 410 up there. Now, I think the 360 obviously would definitely be, right there. But I think the 360 would be the middle ground one, probably the best. But I don't know. We've never really seen anybody, say that.
It's possible, and hey, here we go. We're going into heat race action.
Yeah, be interested. Something to think about right at week 13 there, Roger, if you're out there listening. So, all right, go to heat race number 1. Flatline Racing Bodies, heat race number 1 here tonight. Let's look at the grid. 410 wing sprint's got Blake Chapman, Jeffrey Barker starting second, Kevin Fry third, Bob DeGood fourth, Joseph Grandy fifth, Roger Craig starting up in there in the 6th place spot. Taking a small intermission there for some reason. But pretty good conversation, though. I like that conversation. I still feel with the 410 wing sprints that'd be interesting to see up against 305. Now that you brought that up.
All right. One of two heat races here for a 410.
So is that our challenge? You're going to be in a 410 and I'm going to be in a 305?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Corey likes that one now, don't he? He's like, oh, yeah, it works.
Yeah, Joe. Come on, man.
Yeah, see, it works now for him because he's like, oh, I got a fast car now. I'm good.
You would end up being good real late into a race on a very rubbered up track. It's got to really be rubbered up for a 305 to be competitive against a 410. You wouldn't do it on the
30
track.
laps, though.
No, there wouldn't. Exactly.
I mean, that's like, but 30 laps is your normal laps for like World of Outlaws, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but
See?
I mean, you got to figure though in real life that you have other divisions running on the track throughout the night too, wearing it out. So
Don't
on
they like,
iRacing,
don't they like regroove it or something like that?
sometimes, yes.
Race trucks in. Heat race one.
Green flag.
See how these guys do with the 410s. Got Chapman getting to jump out front there. Fry on behind him. I did good in practice. Parker's there along with it. Got to have a lot more control either way with this 410. You know, you can't just go out there, man, and hammer it down, or this thing will get away from you.
Yeah, you can't just mash the throttle in, or else it'll kick out on you and send you around spinning.
Absolutely. Fry's trying to see if he can't pull in, reel in old Chapman up there for the lead. Battle's happening back in third. Grandy, Barker. Those two guys are going at it. You got Bob the Good right there behind him. Greg must be doing race control.
He has to be. I mean, I don't know why. There's only 12 people registered here in this server.
Craig, get out of the booth, man. Get out there and race.
Come on, Craig. We know you're good on a 410.
Right. Right now, Fry's trying everything he can, see if he can't mow down Chapman out front. He's trying to run him down. Oh, they both go to the low line. He gets a good run on him there, though.
Trying to get the Kubota tractor looking car up to the front. Can he get it? Last time down the straightaway into 3 and 4. Not gonna have enough. Blake Chapman wins. Kevin Fry second. Joseph Grandy third. Jeffrey Barker fourth. And Bob Good fifth. And Craig, man, come on, man.
Craig went fishing.
He went
raced
bass
too.
fishing.
He raced two. Lane and Mechanical. Look at the grid real quick here. And out front, Cody Graham. Gavin Chatham right there starting in second. Jeff Valero third. Gary Taylor starting in fourth. Jonathan Krupa in fifth. And Ross Corintha starting out there in the 6th place spot. All right. Like the low line looks pretty good here so far. I'm starting to see with this new, the new update and all, the low line really is coming in.
Yeah.
But used to, you know, everybody would kind of go maybe middle and push up to the top side of the cushion. I mean, they still do that, but it looks like now you're able to run that low line also.
As long as there's moisture down on the bottom, they can still use it pretty good.
Now, I gotta ask, when y'all speak of moisture, you're not obviously talking about wet, because then you're just turning into mud.
It's kind of mud.
Well, you need tractor tires then to get through. So you kind of like want like a slick, smooth style mud, right?
I mean, it's like, it's gonna be kind of like, I don't know, it ain't ice, but it's...
Yeah, but it's like a packed-in style mud,
It's
right?
like a packed-in...
Yeah, yeah.
It's like packed
like
in...
go-karts run on, man. You know what I'm saying? Go-karts, they run on those.
What do you mean?
Well, the go-karts, you know, they have go-kart racing on asphalt, but they have go-kart racing on dirt. And I've run some go-karts back when I was younger, and they would wet the track, and it would be muddy, but then it would, you know, obviously start to dry off too and whatnot over the course as it go green. So it wasn't like mud like he's out there tractor pulling, but I get what you're saying. It's like a packed down style mud. Look at Jeff Flero, man. He's battling for the lead.
Flair trying not to have to do a hard charger again in the feature race, but Cody Graham being smooth out front right now along the bottom where the still wet track is at.
Yeah. And, remember last season we used to be able to see that real defined because it would turn black and you'd see the rubber buildup. Not so much here. Even though the track is turning, is that rubber buildup takes such a long time to build up now than what it used to. We would need probably 100 laps probably to be able to get that thing going or start seeing it. But still slicking off, like you said. Cody Graham, the man out front. Valero trying, but he's falling off the pace. Chatham back there sitting in third. Taylor hanging on to the Ford, Krupa fifth, and Carenta hanging on back in sixth, and they're back there battling.
Yes, they are battling back there for fifth. Carenta has the spot over Krupa. White flag in the air, and look at this battle for second. Chatham over Flero. Won last time through 3 and 4. And which one's going to hold it? Chatham at the line.
Oh, and he got him by like a tire. Man, 4,000ths of a second. What a finish. Warm-up time. We'll be right back here in a few, folks. Don't go nowhere.
For Lucy Olson, she has her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olson, talented sophomore.
All right, folks, here we go. 410 wing sprints. We got feature time. Let's look at our catalytic recovery starting to line up here. Gotta give it a second to over. Wing it up. There we go. To the grid. Man out front, Blake Chapman. Start out front in this one. Cody Graham going to start up there in second. Kevin Fry starting third. Gavin Chatton up there in fourth. Joseph Grandi in 5th. Jeff Flair starting 6th. Jeffrey Barker 7th. Gary Taylor in 8th. Bobby Good 9th. Jonathan Krupa up in 10th. Roger Craig in 11th. Ross Carenta in 12th. Here we go. And Cody has found Roger Craig's new paint job. We're going to send it to him, and it's got a big fish on it.
It's got a big old fish.
It does. I'm still waiting for the Moose guys to come out with a big moose on theirs.
Hey, Roger is on track for the feature event.
He is. He was just hanging back there going. You know, Roger got tired. He had to take a quick nap in between races. And them salty dog guys. See, Roger, I said he was 75. He's actually 74 years old.
I thought he was 73.
Oh, look, I'm gonna say 74.
No.
Give or take 1 or 2 years. Give or take 1 or 2 years. What's the matter when you get that old? I mean, really? I mean, look.
I'm a man. You're
I mean,
old.
when you get that old, does it really matter? Once you get up there, it's like, hey, man, I don't know. I'm 70. I'm 80. Who knows? I forget. I mean, come on. Bottom line is, he's doing pretty good for an old guy out here. I gotta give him credit. Now, I just turned 50 this week.
Green.
That's terrible. Half a century old. Hey, green flag. Get there one day. Here comes Kevin Fry. Kubota.
It's a Kubota, but yes.
Kubota.
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 We got a caution already out. Oh, it's Krupa and Bob the Good. And
Watson
Gary
set
Taylor.
up cautions. Get a Malcolm Mills replay here. Bob the Good. Back here. Krupa. Somebody got in the wall. And Krupa got in the wall. And Bob the Good just paid the price. And he just like. You don't see that in real life.
What?
Whole car was destroyed, and then all of a sudden, boom! It just reappeared.
Come on, man. Be nice.
I just say it.
Come on, Gary Taylor trying to get in the pits.
What in the world are they doing in pit lane there? Arguing over hot dogs? The guys are arguing over hot dogs or something, man. Come on, what are they doing?
Well, Gary can't turn, and Krupa's trying to get in. Krupa's car
Gary
has a
can't
sloppy
turn.
right
Well,
rear.
Gary needs to put that thing, man, and tow it. I mean, come on now. Your wheels are all dead. I don't know what they're doing there. Were they talking about bass fishing or something? I don't know. They were having an on-track meeting. I didn't see what they was talking about.
No.
What we had on the Xfinity cars tonight?
If I am correct, didn't we run our oval last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, seriously?
So that means we're at Chicago Street Course.
We were in the parking lot last week.
I believe we were at Chicago Street Course this week. Do you own that?
You know
track?
what? I might not own that track. I might have to check. I might even have that one yet. Hold on. Holy cow! Yeah, I mean, wow. The whole horse. Okay, that was funny. Yeah, I'm serious. They were down there having an on-track meeting. I don't know what they was having. I mean, who knows? Up front, green flag. We're back at it. Chapman and Graham right behind him. Fry. Fry got the back. And, man, he paid the price. Dole Lawrence said that was funny. No, Chicago Oval. Okay, I was freaking say, they ain't going to do no road course in here, man. Come on. Chicago Oval, I got that one, so I'm good. But, yeah, I haven't bought the street one because I really just don't care for it. I mean, if a league runs it, great, I'll get it. But, all right, right now, boy, Carenta, he's a man on the move down on that bottom side. Look at him, man. He's right down the putt-putt lane.
Okay, they had to have changed it on me then, since I looked the last time.
Oh, Lord. You probably looked at it wrong.
No, I seen Chicago Street Course. One
Chicago and thought it was. Got
No.
happy and thought we was having pizza, and we ain't having pizza.
Oh, I got happy that we might not have
Pizza.
coffees.
Lawrence said it's okay. Right now, it's a good battle. Heating up around about 5th, 6th place spot. You got Graham Fry. Better watch out, Fry. Got that big tractor. He'll mow you down on the bottom there, Graham. They battling in front, too, there. Grant and Bark. Oh, I told you.
Fry, Graham.
Look out. Graham says, I don't care about your big tractor. He ran him over. Dawson. Oh, Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. I was like, man, I'm minding my own business. Next thing I know, I get pushed out the way. Right here, they're side by side. It's a good battle. Graham just a little bit. Ooh. Back. Out.
Come on, Doyle. It says on the website on the
Doyle
schedule.
says they're in the practice already. You're wrong.
Hold on. So on the scheduler,
Look, he's young
Hold on.
and tired. I don't know why he's tired. of being
Hold
young.
on. Oh, never mind. Now, hold on. On the scheduler, it says Chicagoland Speedway for 50 laps. And Doyle out there says it's going to be 60.
Well, they probably changed it. Who knows? Look, Roger Craig's running things up there. I just said he's like 90 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I know what I seen 3 weeks ago.
I mean, we
Roger
got some
changed
salty
it.
dogs up there running the schedule. Come on, man. Hey.
We know
It's not like
Roger
me trying to run
changed
stuff.
things.
I forget things all the time. Look, I'm old. Ain't as young as y'all. Corey's the young guy up here. Which, he's not a good example either. He forgets stuff, and he's young.
Doyle, who's leading the practice in there, since you're talking about it.
Yeah, who's leading the practice right now? Session info says that. So, well, it's 60, so yeah. I mean, if the session says 60, it's going to be 60. That's a short track, though. It's kind of a shortest track.
Oh, it's a mile and a half, Jeff.
Okay, it still looks like.
No, it ain't. Alright, here we go. Blake
Green
Chapman
flag.
still out front. Here comes Joseph Grandy and Ross Carrenta side by side with the come on down and get a new car, Jeffrey Barker.
That's right, yeah. No doubt. And he's trying to. He's up to 4. Carrenta's hanging on the 3rd by a thread. Meanwhile, behind them, they're side by side. You got Chatham and Graham. They're going at it. Here comes Kevin Fry back to the front. Never mind, as I say that. Fry gets tangled up a little bit, and I think that was the same dude that...
No, that's Krupa.
I think it's the same guys that got into each other before. Looks like. Maybe not. We'll see. Watch the Malcolm Mills replay. He fried down on the bottom side. He's down in catfish lane. Everybody say catfish. I guess because catfish is on the day. Oh, he catches the wall, and then the car behind him catches him. Can't catch a break. Now they're tangled up kissing. Do that. Dole said he thinks I'm 3rd. Not worried about leading fast laps. Just want to finish tonight on the lead lap. The consistency, that wins. Corey up here trying to win everything on the first lap. He hits the wall. But you know, I noticed something about a week or so ago. Somebody was scared to go to Nashville, and they didn't show up because they were chicken. They didn't want to show that that was their what is it? Track that they're not very good at. Or who that was. No comment, huh? Out there, Dole. He ain't commenting now.
Come on, man. You know I didn't want to race last week.
He right there. Just didn't want to get showed that. Oh, that's the bad track.
I see how it is, Joseph.
You just didn't want to get showed up.
No, I was
Would've finished
tired.
last. Hit the wall.
I was tired.
An excuse coming from a 20-year-old. There. Green flag. Chapman out front at Grandy. Corinta right behind him in third. Go, 410 wing sprints. We got 6 to go in this one. 7 to go.
Yeah, 7 now.
Well, side-by-side racing right here for a second.
Yeah, Corinta trying to come all the way from dead last to take away a win here.
Ooh.
Just one more spot for him to go, but he's got pressure now on the high side. That's Joseph Grandy. That is going to help the cause on catching up to Blake Chapman. That's what Chapman does want to see, those two drivers get side by side. Corinta with the slider on Grandy. He'll clear Grandy out of 4. Grandy back on the bottom, down on the 1, and he slides. Gets it clear. They're going to trade off sliders, Joe, and you know what that means. That means they're going to a White Castle, right?
That's it. Gotta love it. And Chapman's loving what he's seeing in his rear view right there because Corinta speeds up a little bit. Here comes Chatham. He's going to come up here to the party and see if he can take away, man, that 3rd place. Look at that run off the turn. He got on the high side. He was able to blast off that outside lane as the white flag will be coming around here pretty soon as we're going to have, 3 to go.
Yeah, 3 to go. Lap 18 in the books here. Chatham now moves up to 2nd. 2 to go this time by.
Well, Chatham, man, he came up on that high side blasting, taking that top side cushion away from Grandy and Corinta. He says, y'all two, man, I'll leave you two back there. Battling. Boom! Corinta to the wall.
Wow.
Shot him like a missile. Well, that was, whoo!
Surprised it didn't hurt, and it's
It
hurt.
did. He's hurt. Corinta,
White flag.
yeah, it don't matter. He's got a dead wheel. Chatham, man, Chapman out front. Chatham trying to close in. He's got one more time. I think he's just going to run out of time.
Chatham
Wow, what a
win.
finish, man. Grandy coming home in 3rd. That was a good one. Hard licking at the wall. Bang! Okay. A word with these guys, and then we're going to Chicagoland. At the road course. The Oval.
Okay.
We were at the Oval last night.
Yeah, well, I'm just going off what I seen 3 weeks ago.
Need some glasses?
Nope. You do. You do.
I need glasses. I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's bring up Grandy. Get a word with him.
Hey, Joseph, you got a copy on me?
How you doing?
Well, man, exciting last few laps there. You were able to secure top 3. Just talk us how you were able to get it done.
Yeah, I felt good in a little race. I slipped a few times towards the end of the race, spinning the tires. I apologize to Ross there. I didn't mean to get into the back of the one when we were crossing each other over. But 3 podiums, 3 races, I'll take it.
Absolutely, you're in good, smooth race out there. You got anybody like thinking the 410 division?
Yeah, I think Catalytic Recovery, West End Towing and Repair. Appreciate you guys again for doing the broadcast all night. Coast to Coast, all their sponsors, all the guys behind the scenes, and my girlfriend Olivia.
Yeah, folks, 3rd place driver, Joseph Grandy.
Good job by him here tonight. Let's bring up old Chatham. Actually, I moved court.
Oh, come on, man.
Kevin Chatham up there trying to move somebody to move court. Chatham up in the booth. Let's get a word with him.
Hey, Gavin, you got a copy on me?
Hey, I hear you guys.
Well, man, you put a little bit of a sneak through right there at the end a little bit to get 2nd. Talk us through that.
It was, you know what? I was committed to the top, and I ran a lot of officials this week, and said to myself, you know what? The top's going to come in eventually, and we'll just roll with it. And I lost a couple spots in the start. I'm like, I don't know. And then I just pushed the wing. I had the wing too far back. I pushed it forward, and one click, and then the car really came to life. And man, if Joseph didn't come up and block me there, or I shouldn't say block, but he was doing what he had to do, and I had to throw a slider on him, which
killed my momentum and was able to. If I had one more lap or two, I think I would add Blake. If I didn't have to slide Joseph, then I think maybe I might have had a shot at Blake. But all in all, it was a good run for us. It was a great race, and I'll definitely take second. Definitely the way our night started, I'll finish the night off with a second place any day.
Absolutely, you did a good job out there. You got anybody here like to thank for the 410 division?
I'd just like to thank you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast and Coast to Coast and all the sponsors and everyone that puts together this league. It's always fun to come out and race, and a lot of guys behind the scenes don't get enough recognition. So thank you all for that. I want to thank the fans and everybody, people who support me to come up and watch a race. I hope we put on a good show for y'all. And I want to thank Chowda Motorsports, MSMD Mike Schick Motorsports Designs, Velocity Race Designs, and Northeast Outlaw Motorsports. So thank all the sponsors for the help.
There you have it, folks. Your second place driver, Gavin Chatham.
That's been the winner here tonight, though, Blake. Blake, join the booth, got a copy? Blake, join the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
I'll tell you what, I was able to put in the victory lane here tonight. How's that thing feeling in 410?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good, especially at the start of the race. I feel towards the end I was not feeling so good in 1 and 2, but I was just kind of searching around, and I didn't want to go up high. I didn't want to risk getting into the wall there and taking myself out leading the race, but I still felt really good in 3 and 4, and I was talking to Gavin there a little bit. Seemed like the top was coming in, so I'm just glad the race ended when it did and he didn't have a shot to come up and get me. But yeah, those first 2 races were frustrating to say the least, so it's going out on a good note tonight. Definitely like that.
No doubt, and that's what he was mentioning. He said that top lane was rolling, and he was able to move it pretty good, so he was able to hang on, put in victory lane. You got anybody you want to thank for it?
Yeah, parents, grandparents, everybody watching and supporting. Got to thank all the boys down at the Kreitz Sim Racing Team and the Can-Am Racing Team. And shout out to Galen's Gourmet Popcorn. You can head over to their website, use code CART, C-A-R-T, at checkout for 15% off some of their delicious popcorn. This 4th of July is coming up. You need something to snack on at parties. Galen's is a perfect snack to have there. And I got to thank you guys for putting this on.
Yo, man, pulling it off in the 410 wing sprints here. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to the asphalt side of things here. Going to Chicagoland. We'll be right back here in a few. All right, here we go. Hometown heroes here tonight. Now we got the Lucy Olson. Mission 22. Off the dog. Xfinity Series out here. Chicagoland. Don't look like a road course, Corey.
Come on, man.
Corey's tired. Don't know why.
No,
Tired.
I'm going off of what I seen 3 weeks ago when I looked at the schedule.
Oh, 3 weeks.
No, I wasn't. I don't drink.
Don't.
Maybe.
You plead the fifth. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
I
Pretty
do.
good. What's that?
I do.
Well, that's been a pretty good night here so far. We started off with the 305s, had the 360 and the 410 wing sprints here. Eldora. Now we got to end it off tonight. The Xfinity Series racing for what we're waiting on, but waiting on a few more. Hopefully we don't sit here for 20 minutes waiting again.
Doyle, tell them we're ready.
Yeah, Dole. I'm away, Dole. Ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. Waiting on them to flip it over here. Here we go. Now we're starting. Qualifying. They need to do a random peel draw on this too. That would be interesting. You know what? Do that on asphalt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they do it on short tracks sometimes, yeah.
That would be cool. Put anybody anywhere. See what happens. I mean, the fast guys don't like it, obviously. Guys who like qualifying, you know, hot lapping. But to me, it would be like, then you just never know what's going to happen. That's why I like it on that dirt side of things. You just don't know. Because it gives a chance, you know, the fast guy might be in the back. And he might be in the front. You never know. But I like it. Dirt. Doing on asphalt. That would be kind of cool. Why don't they do that in NASCAR? Just get a hat with all the numbers and have all the drivers line up on pit road, and the guy just go down the line and they pick one out, and whatever number they pick is what part.
Didn't they try that one year for a
yeah, but I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, like, in order to make it to where you don't think, oh, well, they're manipulating it, have all the drivers line up and show it, you know, on the screen, you know, not behind the scenes or anything, but actually right there live as they're doing it. And the cameraman walk with them. That way you know, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you can manipulate it by going, oh, well, yeah, so-and-so, why is he always getting good position? But picking the right numbers. Have them all lined up on pit road or wherever in the garage. Cameraman right there with the dude. Do it live. Right before the race. You know, right before the race. Matter. You know, hour or two before the race. Live. And then, you know, down the road. I think it would make it more exciting because then you wouldn't know. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But you'd have to do it that way so you would take out the suspicion of, oh, well, yeah, they're just giving him this number. They're just giving him that number. You want it live right there as it happens. Almost like the live, you know, when they do the live pit road reporting thing for the race.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Waltrip runs down the pit road, so you can do it that way. But, oh, Brandon Ishcannon coming up here, man, putting it on pole right now. Oh, finally did something. Been quiet out here. If he can hold on to it.
I mean, so far, compared to what lap times everybody in practice ran, only one of them ran a little better. That might have been help with drafting, but we don't know. So,
That's true.
Unless Dan McLaren, Jeffrey Kemper, or Colin Johnston knocks him off, and we might find out if Johnston's able to do it as he's out on the track. No Corgi machine on the Xfinity like he had in the late model. Come on. He does carry the series sponsor this, so I guess.
True. And he does. Look at that. By 1/100th of a second. Wow. And an 86 to an 87.
Okay, well, that's a lie, because, I mean, SDK is showing a different number on the true side of things on my end, where it shows all the numbers. It shows Johnson with a 30.863 and Ish Cannon with a 30.866.
He just ran
actually 843. Now, come on, man. Come on,
See,
Johnson.
But listen to what you just said. Now, listen to what he just said. I said an 86 to an 87. And you just said, wait a minute, wait a minute. You just said a 30.864, right?
866.
866. But I said 86, which 0.8.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so it's the same. Man, I tell you what's good. It's hard to find good help nowadays.
Listen.
It's that Common Core math kicking in, folks. I'm telling you.
No.
Does your show an 0.84? 8.4?
8.66.
No, it's 8.4 is what his last one.
Yes, it shows 8.843 for Johnston. Okay.
0.4.
It rounds up when it goes past a certain third digit that we can't see on SDK. Joe.
Now, why would it show an 8.67 on Ish Cannon and an 8.86 for Johnson, but it shows him ahead?
Okay,
dude. Boy, I'm tell you what, your math's all messed up. We're going to the green flag, folks. Here we go.
Come on,
let's look at the grid here, the catalytic recovery grid, because Corey, man, he's on drugs. Anyways, Colin Johnson's out front. Lord have mercy. Jeffrey Kemper's going to start us about in the back here. Let's see. Roger Craig, he's starting up on 14th spot. Bad for him.
Where's our friend Doyle at? He is.
He's 7th. Starting 7th. Not bad starting spot for him.
He's in the Star Wars car.
Yeah, he's got the Force. We'll see if he can use the Force. He got a penalty last night. He actually had a pretty fast truck last night. Was doing good. He said he got a penalty, though, and that killed him. Got a speeding penalty. Ended up finishing 23rd. Colin Johnson, Brandon Ishcannon, Daniel Blau, Jason Hand, Cody Graham, right along with it. Lewis Meglin, Lawrence, Chapman, Clarence.
Not the car.
Dan did pretty good last night, too. I can keep up to the field. Now, pit strategy worked out well last night. Even though tires were important, it still came down to pit strategy. The one who finished in second stayed out much the longest. He would have pitted, would have lost a lot more positions, but worked out for him. It's kind of a mix. It's all going to depend on how this thing ends up finishing, where the pit stops end up at. As the pace car docks off, we're going to our Mission 22 restart zone.
Green.
Lucy Olsen green flag here. So it's all going to depend on these guys and where these guys pit at, how everything works out, whether or not the track position is going to be more keen over tires. Tires definitely were helpful on this track, so. And you can also use them up real quick too.
Look at this Oregon Duck car out to the front. Trying to come. No, quiet.
Ooh, Kevin Fry's off the track. Crash in the car quest machine.
No Kubota.
Hit the wall. Oh, gonna need some tools on that one. Let's go to Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened to him. Picked up in the back hard. He's way back in the tail end. What happened to him? Remember, these tires, you got to get them up to temperature. They're slick right off the bat, so. Oh, a car came down into him. Boom! To the inside wall, too. What else that was? Been going down there mowing the grass. Oh, John Rayner. Meanwhile, up front, Johnson, Graham, Lawrence. You guys been battling out.
Blau.
Looking good. Wow.
Remember, he said he doesn't care to win quick lap. He just wants to be consistent and be there at the end. And I mean, we've seen him win a couple of times or been close to a win.
And a track like this, it all depends on how the race plays out. And there's two ways that a race can play out here. You can have a caution fest, which then is going to fall into the hands of somebody who is a very aggressive style driver who likes short runs. Or if there's long green flag runs, which it can play out that way here, it can help a guy who is kind of conservative, like, you're talking about Lawrence, who wants to be, and, helps on those tires and come through the field that way. I like Charlotte. Charlotte's one of those tracks the same way. If a long green flag happens, yeah, you can play it conservative somewhat. If you have a lot of cautions, you're going to have to be on it. If not, you're going to get left in the dust. Jason Hand right here is looking pretty good. Middle lane actually works on this track too. I always associate Chicagoland with being a high side style track, and looks to be no different after last night. After they got going for a while, it looked to be more of a higher dominant style track. I mean, you could use the low line, but it looked like you kind of drifted up to the top. Graham, and Cody's not been very good in the booth tonight.
Come on.
Him some.
Oh, no. That ain't how that happens.
Yeah, don't do the work. Man.
Come on, man. I know. I'm trying to focus here, but my brain. Focus on the race.
Good one right here around 7th place spot.
See that?
And I was talking to everybody going that high side. Now pit stops last night. It went about 30 some laps. Around about 29, 30 laps on pit stops last night. Roger Craig back here. A different machine. Oh, he's got the all your Ford's management machine on there. Not in a very good car. All right, Kevin Fry, he's still in the back. What he can do, Rayner. Two of the ones got tangled up early on in the race.
Yeah, they're going to need a caution in order to catch back up and get a little bit of damage repaired. Even Kemper has some damage on it. Cooper
Yeah.
Smith has some damage as well on his car.
Not sure if you can damage will hurt you at this track, like you said. Been a 1.5 mile track, obviously aerodynamics, and boy, the one machine right there, Canellas, bounced off the wall. That's the thing you got to watch out for this track. You can get up there and scrape that wall hard. Or everybody single file, being patient. Been a lot of room. I mean, this track, you do got a lot of room. Looks like a multi-groove so far. I still say that the Highline's probably dominant, but it's one of these momentum style places too. You see kind of when they come out of that turn, how the car kind of drifts up the track. You want to let it do that because you don't want to bog it down too much. Ow. Chapman back here, Thompson, Tate, Olson. Right about to a 13th place spot.
Yeah, Olsen trying to move up through the field here. It's on the outside of Jeremy Tate. And maybe getting a little too high. Cars getting a little bit loose right there along the seam of the track. There's a couple bumps up on the high side of turn 4.
Yeah, Thompson right there with him. Got Roland Olson, Lucy Olson's dad. The 03, he's trying to figure out what lane to, and here's where as a driver, sometimes you just got to be patient. He could have stuck that nose down in there, but that wasn't going to work. Might have been disastrous. Battle in front of him. Thompson, Tate, Nellis, Chapman, Ross. Blau, the man out front, he's loving it. At about 6/10 lead over Ish Cannon, who was done pretty good. His races here in the last couple weeks, though, he hadn't done really well, but tonight, too bad. Oh, Lawrence. No mistakes on pit road, Lawrence. Have a good finish.
Yeah, we're getting on through this race, already a quarter of the way through.
Yeah. Goes a green flag. Blast right through it.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it says 50% fuel. Not sure what an Xfinity car does at 1.5 miles for Chicagoland Speedway and exact. I'd say that if they can make it to at least lap 30, then that's where they should be hitting. If they can go further, because then you'd have newer tires for the second half of the race. If you can go more than 30, you could theoretically pit early, and then I wouldn't pit early though. I would pit late if you can, or right at 30.
Cautions is what messed up a lot of them last night. The cautions messed up a lot of what they. I think you're right. The 30 laps is what they can make it to, 30, 31, maybe 32. But I think some of the cautions messed up a lot of the guys last night. And got a lot of them on like off cycle. Battle here in 9th place. What Chapman got on the side of his car, on the roof or the door seal? Dope man. What did that stand for? Man out there selling drugs?
Who?
Zachary Chapman.
Well, I mean, he does have.
Side of his, not part of his, where it says the name on the car.
Okay, so I don't know if you can get a good angle of the side of his car. He has a couple of sponsors on there. He has Kind Tree Cannabis and Grassroots that live deeply.
Maybe that's it. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
All right. I don't know if I'd be calling myself dope man.
Come on, man.
I mean, maybe medicinal man or something. I don't know. I mean,
He's from Pennsylvania, so.
what about weed man? I mean, that would be better. Dope man just don't sound like. I mean, dope man's like art.
And,
FBI.
and caution.
Uh-oh. Roland Olson, the man went off the track, so we'll see if that's him here. We're going our Team Watson setup caution and Malcolm Mills replay. Back here racing side by side in the monster machine and maybe the monster machine. Oh, Quite sure what transpired on that one there. That was kind of like one of those. I don't know what happened. I got hit. Caution. All right. So here's where it can get your pit stops off cycle, because I mean you got to come on pit road. I mean, yeah. I mean if you're the leader, there's no way you're staying out. Nah. So this throws off your pit strategy. What do you think?
If you could go 40 laps, not really, because you can go all the way to the end. But if you can't go 40, then yeah, this can mess things up a little bit.
There's nobody going 40. I go ahead and tell you, there's nobody going 40.
Come on, man.
Not happening. No, it's not. Now these guys are going 40 laps. I think 32 stretching it. Last night I was talking about 29 laps, 30 laps, and they had to pit. Lawrence, if you're listening, y'all go 40 laps? Well, he didn't pit, so he did. Still on lap 20 out front. Good too. He must have had a awesome forced pit stop because he jumped all the way to second. I still say they can't go 40 laps. I mean, and even with the cautions, I mean, if we had like a string of cautions, I don't even know if they could go that far.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I hopped in the car and it said 40, but that's a ghost car, and I mean it adjusts to what their fuel level is. I mean it says 45, but really? I'm not gonna go off of that because I've been known to be off on it.
I mean, could be wrong. I guess we'll see if somebody tries to push it. Steve King Foundation pace car, lights off. Here we go. Back green. Xfinity Series here tonight. Hometown Heroes. At the Flatline Racing Body Hometown Heroes earlier. Now we got the Lucy Olson out the dog. Xfinity Series. Enjoying the night so far?
Yeah, sure.
You're very aware. Green flag, Lucy Olson. David Blau out front. Dan McLaren there in second. Everybody back on new tires, so you feel like $1 million here for a few laps.
Oh, and Daniel Blau turns around in perfect 360, but the caution is gonna come out. Joe, have you really ever seen anything quite like that?
I'm gonna watch it again. Remember I said you got to be careful. You're on new tires. They're cold. Yes, they got a lot of grip, but it takes them about a lap to get that grip. Got out there and his duck man spun out on him. Just whoop. Duck got in water. Good spin though. Give him a 9.3. Lost a lot of ground on that one though. Unfortunately, and a track like this, I'm not gonna say you can't make it up. Because Dan McLaren, look at that, he's up 9 spots already. I'm gonna say you can't make it up, but it's going to be tough if we get a long green flag run. Ain't that old saying, cautions breed cautions. I'll say it's safe to say Doyle Lawrence is a Star Wars fan. He had a Star Wars machine last night. It's gone.
I mean, I'd say he's a Star Wars fan.
I like Darth Vader. Dan McLaren. Oh, he's got a fan club out there watching. Did last night. See John Rayner just run over the pace car?
Yeah.
Down the pace car. What hit him? Good thing about asphalt racing is laps count on the green. Been enjoying it so far tonight. Got C2CRL.com. All the latest info and action. Coast-to-Coast Racing League. Got Dan McLaren, Doyle Lawrence, Cody Graham, Lewis Meglin, Brandon Ishkin in the top 5. Chicagoland.
Not Chicago street course. Come on, Jeff.
No, I'm telling you. Cody was confused earlier.
No, I am saying what I seen on the website 3 weeks ago.
Go check out C2CRL.com. Let me know what y'all see on there.
They're going to see Chicagoland Speedway because somebody edited it. Uh-huh.
That's because Ori seeing double.
Uh-huh.
He got happy and thought they were going to the Speedway.
Street course.
Yeah.
I did get happy. A little bit.
I still don't know how that's going to turn out. There's Butch. Look at it. It says, let's go damn Venom Racing. There you go, Venom. You definitely got some Venom out front right now. Need to hold on to it. Got Jedi Master behind him. Won't be a bad guy. Lights off on the picture. Racing tomorrow night? Are you scared again?
Probably not. I think I'm going to sit out on that for the rest of the season. No, I just joined in so late.
I would be scared too.
Come on, man. I ain't scared. You're scared. You're the one that's scared.
I ain't the one that gets. I'm going to come out and race and then miss. I get to be scared sometimes. I get skill issue. Man. Let's go green. Chicagoland. I wonder what the history of is the name Chicagoland. What did it come about? Why did they call it Chicagoland?
Because it's on land near Chicago?
Chicago? Yeah, hey, you guys sound good to me. Mission 22 restart. Lucy Olsen green flag. We're back racing on the land of Chicago. But McLaren get that jump with Lawrence out there. Leave those guys behind him. Graham and Meglin. Those guys battle it out just a little bit. You got Han, Ishkannon. They're like teammates, those two are. Colin Johnson. He was fast early. He's bringing the ex-Bow Wow machine to the front. And then you've got Canellis and Chapman battling it out. 10th and 11th. Ooh, a little close right there, too. Here comes Roger Craig.
Gonna show them all up.
He is.
Look at that. He's got a little design on his car. Got a stripe down the top and side.
You'll need that fish on there.
Does he not have a fish?
No, no fishing. He ain't got no bass fish on this one. Back up front, look at this. Man, these guys, man, are ganging up on each other. You got Graham, Meglin, Lawrence. They're all stacked back up. Well, Lawrence said he was going to take it easy, but it don't look like he's taking it easy. I think he lied. Kind of throw off the competition. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely trying to throw it off. I mean, Andy's cutting off the air, the dirty air from the car in front. You don't want to ride right up behind. And look at this. Lawrence to the inside of McLaren. It's going to be a race between the Star Wars and the Weld Star.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Come to the line, and the man right here, Graham, he's got a front row seat to this action. Lawrence is going to lead that lap. It shows you how long it takes you to make a pass here. Got a lap or two. And ultimately probably going to make that pass, but he slithered up in front of him. Ow. Meglin coming down, he did. I thought about 3 wide. I think I would have made that 3 wide. That was a good move.
Yeah, 3 wide around here is a little bit sketchy. I mean, you can easily do it, but with the bumps in the one corner and how loose you get out of the other corner, it's not advisable.
Yeah, the guy on the inside, he's either going to get loose or he's going to get tight, and he's going to either slide around or slide up into the guy on probably the inside. The inside guy, he's all kind of wiggly anyway. He's trying to hang on. Dude on the outside is probably the best. And Lawrence, and don't get happy because you're in the lead. Really? You got excited because he's in the lead and put the thing in a wall.
Well, he's running up at the top side of the track. It's a little bit loose up there. And oh, wow. Who was that? The Meglin had to get out throttle. Oh, Graham had to get out throttle not to hit Meglin. And here, now comes Ishkannon in the Budweiser looking car.
Yeah, I mean, Lawrence probably hurt the right side of that machine, which is going to hurt the performance. You can see it as Meglin's going to kind of shoot to the inside of him or try. Can't quite make that pass yet. Graham's there. Ishkannon. I mean, we went from what? Maybe 2 or 3 cars, and now we got about 5 or 6, and Lawrence hanging on to it. Well, I hope the force is with him because right now he needs help.
Well, he could be dropping back a little bit to maybe start saving some tires, but I mean, right now the way he's running, I don't think he's attempting to do that.
He's trying to on him there for a minute.
I mean, yeah, the damage on the right side might be affecting it, but he might be saving tires at the same time. I'm not sure. You're saving tires, Doyle. I don't think. Yeah, that ain't gonna help the tire situation.
Yeah.
Getting a little sideways.
Yeah, Chapman right there.
Zachary.
Yeah, Chapman.
Well, we have Tim Chapman in the race.
Back on 11.
Okay, well, you gotta be.
He passing Lawrence right now?
Uh-huh, yeah. And Johnson.
Colin, man, I tell you. He need to put a dog back on the car. He's somewhere.
Roger has a dog on the deck lid.
I know, he got the salty dog.
No, it ain't a salty dog on the Declan.
It ain't.
He has this.
Yeah. Oh, he probably has the.
I'm not sure what. Okay, he
it's
has
the,
salty
it's-
dog racing
Well,
team.
it's his wife does these plush animals. I forgot the name of it. I know he'll probably like tell me what it is. Go to c2crl.com, folks. You'll find out what it is. But his wife does these like plush animals, and they give them. It's for like they give them for like a kids, a charity, and something that they do. It's really good cause that they do it for. Can't remember the name of it all, but it's like plush style animals that she makes, and so forth. He's got it actually on his wing sprint car also. Yeah, that's what it looks like that he's got. Can't get a shot, but I'm saying that's probably just by looking angle I'm looking at now. That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that ain't a dog for the salty dog racing team logo, but he has dogs on the top of the Declan. You're looking at the rear bumper cover.
Yeah, I see the top dip, but that's what I'm saying. It's probably what his wife does. They do like plushed animals and stuff.
I'm
and
trying to decipher what it is, but I can't even tell it.
Have to go to
I mean,
C2C
it
and
looks
check
like
it out.
a chicken, but I can't really tell.
Good calls that they do. Awesome. One of the sponsors here. Go to the website.
Well, Dan McLaren has gapped a little bit over Lewis Meglin.
Yeah, because he's got his hands full with Graham. Actually, that's Itch Cannon and Cody Graham back there. Them two guys are battling. Going into the nighttime here, so lights are going to come on. And the lights down in the city. Old song. And trying to get that third place spot. Woo! Hard off that wall, didn't he?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh, Connor Ross off the track. He's mowing.
Well, he's back up on the track.
Hit the right side of that car, too. The Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened to him. Caution here on it, but they're by himself, so just pushed up the track, smack, pancake the right side. Already hit it a couple times. Paint job.
He definitely had.
Oh, he smacked. Pit stops. So, I didn't think they'd go 40 laps. I didn't think they could go 40.
I didn't figure they could go the 45 like it.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
showing me. I mean, 30 maybe.
Yeah, because what did they pit on? Most of the guys pitted on lap 20.
Meglin hasn't pitted at all.
Yeah, a lot of the top guys haven't. So they pitted on lap 20. We've got what? 15 to go? 25 laps they've been out there so far, right? Give or take. I think they've been out there right now so far, what, 25 laps so far?
Yeah, 25 laps for everybody except for Meglin, who he's going on 45 laps now. I mean, Guy in second.
Oh, yeah.
Showing
Wow.
no pit. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, maybe they
for
can't
this,
go 40 laps. I mean,
go 40.
okay, so, and here's the thing, he's not really falling off. I mean, yeah, he's falling off the pace, and you're going to see Itch Cannon probably going to run right by him. But he's not falling off like a massive amount. And he ran a 60 that last time to a 38 to McLaren. So, yeah, I mean, it's 3/10, maybe 4, but you would think, I don't know.
I mean, if you could go 46 laps, I mean, granted,
I'm McLaren, then I'm not pitting. I mean, that's all
granted, they had a
doing.
couple of cautions, but still, I mean,
Well, but that just shows right there then. But McLaren pitted at 20, and he's at. I don't understand that then.
I mean, if he can get to at
Wait a
least
minute, hold
50
on.
here,
Are we sure Meglin hasn't pitted because
Are we sure?
the leader just came in, and you're telling me the leader's going to come in and pit it on lap 20, and this guy hasn't pitted at all. Then if I'm Daniel Blau, there's no way with a 13-second lead.
but come on, 49 laps.
That's what I'm saying. So Daniel Blau, there's no way, or Lawrence, or
you're listening. Do
Canellis.
not pit.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Blau has a 30-second lead over Dan McLaren. You're not pitting with 12 laps to go because McLaren's no way he's catching you. Even with the lap.
Okay, I mean, so they all came in on the lap 20 caution, right? They had
Daniel came in at lap 25. Was his
Okay.
last pit stop.
Are they pitting?
See, here's the thing. This makes no sense.
I give up.
I give up too because they just pitted. Why? When he pitted.
Okay,
if
so
I knew that he went 40 some laps, then there's no way I'm pitting when I had a 30-second lead. And then if so, I'm not putting tires on it. I'm just splashing fuel and coming out that pit stop, and I'm still going to be in front of him by 20 some seconds.
Okay, I'm just saying this right now. Daniel Blau threw away that lead. There's no question. Because, I mean, okay, they pitted back on the lap 20 caution. They had a caution at lap 25, but it was green everywhere else after that and before that. So it ain't like Meglin had 4 cautions.
And
to
we
save
just saw
much.
that one guy go 40 some laps. I mean, yeah, he had what?
He had two caution periods.
2 cautions to save, but
that's what, maybe max
3 laps, maybe
3 laps.
Yeah, I'm with you. 2, 3, and Daniel Blau's coming out, and he's already sliding around.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pitted.
Yeah, I would have stayed out. If I ran out on the last lap, I ran out on the last lap. But I mean, it's a moot point at this point, as now we got a battle for the lead up here. It is a battle for the lead. Dan McLaren, Jason Hand. So I don't get it. I mean, not with 10 laps to go. If there was maybe 25 laps to go, all right, that's a different subject. But with 10 to go, you've already seen one guy go for 40 laps out there. And that's all you had to go was 40 laps. And you could have saved fuel, too. With a 30-second lead, let's say you were a lap shy. Could have saved fuel. So there's no reasoning behind why that pit stop. Unless we're just missing something here. Unless I missed something. Let me know out in the chat what y'all think about it, because maybe I missed something. Battle for third. Do y'all agree that Blau should have waited? Stayed out? I think he should have. I think he
mean, if he could, let's say best case scenario, he could have gotten 45 laps. He would have been 10 to the good. He would have had.
Well, even if he would have went
extra.
40 laps, and with a 30-second lead, he could have saved enough to save another lap and a half of fuel. That was the whole thing, and that gets into how confident are you in saving fuel, and what. Obviously, you can't do anything about your tires. That's just one of those things. You can save some tires, but Your tires are going to wear out no matter what. But fuel, you could say, I mean, he could clutch going into the turns, especially because here you're coasting in the turn anyway. So why not mash the clutch as soon as you let off the gas going into the turn? Pop back the clutch, midway into the turn. There's ways of saving fuel. Let off the throttle a little early going into the turn. Don't get back on it as quick coming out. I don't know, man. I'm got a head scratcher on that one. Unless he just felt like he was about 5 laps short, but then it's still the math don't add up on how. Who was it that stayed out there long out there? Lawrence.
McLaren.
Baglin. How he stayed out that long. I mean, he is back up to 6th. The problem, and he's. Was it?
I mean, he was.
Yeah,
he wasn't ever gonna do anything crazy, but I mean, Blau back when he pitted on 25, he could have made it all the way to the end easily. Even Lawrence and
just
the other
run
guy
out of time getting to the front here and 4 to go.
Yeah, Megalyn ain't gonna make it.
I mean, he's 3 seconds back, but he's only running about 500s faster than the leader. That's what I was talking about earlier. It all depends on how this race plays out, is if those tires are going to be beneficial. And you can just see right now they're just not that much greater to help him. I mean, a couple hundreds faster, no. He needs tenths to get up there. He might be able to get to this 3rd place battle happening here, though.
I mean, he's right there at Cody Graham for 3rd. He's got 2 laps to try to get around here for top 3. I think he could make it. When Graham came in on 47, Megalyn back on 48, so 1 lap newer tires. They get around the lap car of the 45.
Graham needs to make that thing wide. Don't give up that inside lane going into the turns. White flag, one more time. Dan McLaren, though, the man out front. Got a good lead over Ishkannon. Big battle's going to be right here for this 3rd place. Graham and Megalyn. As Megalyn got enough as they head off down the back stretch. Oh, nope, never mind. That right there might have hurt him. Out of 4, final time. Dan McLaren's going to win it. Ishkannon in 2nd. Cody Graham's going to hold on to 3rd place, though. A good finish.
Wow. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of fuel they had before they had to pit, though.
Yeah. I just say that I would have stayed out.
I would have stayed out, too.
These guys up here and get a word with them. What a night of the hometown heroes. Good finish for them. All right, let's bring some of these guys up here. Let's bring up old Ishkannon. Let's get a word with him.
Hey, Brandon, you get a copy on me?
What's going on, man?
Well, man, a little bit of fuel mileage things going on there. First off, how was your fuel and how did you get second?
Fuel was fine, man. I had no issues with fuel at all. We knew that we had 6 laps left. Biggest issue was tires. Tires was going to be the factor there. I pitted on lap 47. Dan pitted on lap 48, so he had a little bit left over. But I was kind of hoping that the top side would come in for me and getting around there. But yeah, fuel was fine. It was the tires that I was more worried about than anything.
Well, I mean, we seen Lewis Meglin. He went 48 laps on a tank of gas. I mean, before that, everybody came in on lap 20. So, what was the situation of that?
So we figured that you're looking at somewhere between 23 to 25 laps on fuel, is what I was calculating. I was actually thinking about doing a 20-20-20 just to kind of, make it different. But when that caution came out, that first one came out, it was like, all right, cool. Like, it's right around the time that we need it. And then after that, it was, I could have went to lap like 53, but again, the tire wear would have been a big factor. So let me go in early, try to get ahead of these guys. Lo and behold, I probably should have stayed out with them, or stayed an extra lap or something like that.
All right, well, man, either way, you're able to hang in there. You finished right where you started. You got anybody you like to thank?
Yeah, of course, as always, man. Got to thank the team back at Team Watson Racing Setups. This week they got some rippers as far as the asphalt side goes. Both at Chicagoland, built by Kenny Brady, and I want to say they got I think Chicagoland here for the Xfinity. Also got to thank Zach. Scott Nickey from Zaz Photography and Designs for the Dale Jr. paint scheme. I knew we went with the Sam Bass replica. Got to thank Cullen for talking to my ear tonight. Got to thank Jason for talking to my ear tonight. Also got to thank you and Joe for broadcasting, of course, man. And got to thank the league for putting it on and allowing us to give us a place to race. Oh, and my girlfriend for putting up with us.
There you have it, folks. It's your second place driver, Brandon Ishcan.
Absolutely, man. Putting up a good show here. Well, you know what? These guys keep moving on me. I keep moving the wrong person. Rip Cody Graham up here and get a word.
Hey, Cody, you get a copy on me?
I got you.
Well, man, some fuel mileage there at the end. Maybe some pressure from behind, but you're able to hang on to third. Talk us through that.
Yeah, I had no long race pace, and of course this is the one where we had long green flag runs. I don't know how I really came out. I didn't know what to do at the end. I didn't know if I wanted to run it because I think I could make it to about like 6 to 8 laps left, and I didn't know if I should pit then, just do a splash with no tires, if I should pit early with tires. And I ended up following just Dan. I saw Dan duck in, so I figured I might as well follow him, seeing how he was out front and he knew what he was doing. But I got to apologize to Louis at the end there. That last lap on the backstretch, I actually kept it high because I knew he was faster and I didn't want to wreck both of us, so I was giving him the inside. And as I went up high, he actually went up high, and I think that was his preferred line, so I may have blocked him a little bit, but I was actually trying to give him third just because I didn't have any speed for him. He was coming like a rocket, so I got to apologize to him if I chopped him there. And I'll take the third for sure. I wasn't expecting to be up that far towards the front.
Absolutely, man. Well, you did a good job out there. You got anybody you like to thank?
Yeah, all the Fast Eddies, and then all my teammates, of course, as usual. And then, Roger and the boys for the league, and you guys for putting on a broadcast.
Yeah, folks, your third place driver, Cody Grant.
Yeah, man. Well, let's bring this guy up here, old Dan McLaren. Dan, Joanne Booth got a copy?
I got you.
Well, you was able to pull it off here. Hold on to it. How was you feeling out there tonight?
Heck yeah. Feels good. A lot better than last night in the truck race, that's for sure.
Was you a little worried on, maybe pit strategy or anything?
No, the only thing I was worried about was cautions.
Hey,
but it was awesome that everybody, kept it clean, kept it fast, and less cautions the better, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Definitely was good for you. And well, now how was maybe the tire wear on this track?
You can chew it up pretty quick depending on your line, but I just played it conservative and worked out.
Well, he was able, like you said, play it conservative, put it up front. But in victory lane here tonight, you got anybody you want to thank?
Absolutely. First off, you guys putting on these broadcasts day in, day out. It's awesome that you guys do this. All the guys at Venom, Weldstar Custom Fabrications, VMR Wraps, Magnum Racing Designs, and Roger and all the guys behind the scenes for putting on this league.
There you go, man. A man putting it in victory lane here tonight for the Xfinity Series. What a way to kick off the hometown heroes here tonight. It was a good one, Corey, man. I tell you what, we had a lot of great exciting racing from the dirt to the asphalt side.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good night of racing, and hopefully they can put on a good show next week as well.
Yo, well, folks, man, I hope you enjoyed it. For myself and everyone, have a good night.